Hello dreamers and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I have a little bit of news for you. So everybody has been speculating when is the update 9 finally coming, and we still don't have an answer. But we did get some news. Not crazy news, but some news overall, and to be honest, at this time and stage, it's very welcome because I feel like I just feel like people need something new, something to get them excited about the next update, and this might not be the one, but at least it shows that the update is coming and gives us some information. So yesterday, Disney Dreamlight Valley posted this on their Twitter page. Sunday, Jeff. Monday, Geoff. Tuesday, Jefferson. Pick a new name anytime you wish, with a name change option arriving in Update 9. So first of all, what does this mean? This means that they're finally starting to leak some new features for the next update, which usually happens about a week before the update actually comes out. So this kind of confirms my theory that the update is going to be coming out on the Valentine's Day next week. Maybe a day before. Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Once again, not official, but it does align with it. They are probably going to tease some new things throughout this whole week, leading up to the update, and potentially, if I were to guess, they're probably going to leak a date in a couple of days and say exactly when it's coming. And hopefully we're going to see more. I mean, we already know the characters. We're getting Mike and Sully. The things I'm looking forward to, some leaks that I would love to see, are about quality of life changes. Because this is going to be everything. Like this can make or break this update. This can improve this can elevate Disney Dreamlight Valley to the new heights, or it can lower it to the new lows. Well, very unlikely it's going to lower it to the new lows, but like there's so many things that people keep asking, so many things that people are frustrated about, and one of those features, let me show a poll that I did on my wall. But before we go there, let's talk about the name change option. Is it like something crazy and super exciting? Probably not. But it's a nice thing to have. I don't know how many people out there are waiting for this feature to come out to actually change your name. And also, is there anybody who's changing their name every single day just to have a name to match a certain day of the week, like they're implying in this post? I don't know. That seems a little bit bizarre. But I'm sure there are people out there who potentially made a name that they weren't happy with, and without an option to change it, I know it can be annoying. So, in my opinion, any game, absolutely every single game, should give you an option to change your name, because it's like basics. It should have been there from the start, to be honest. So, in terms of exciting new announcements, I don't think that was it. The most exciting thing about this is the fact that they're finally starting to give us something about the Update 9. So let's see how people are reacting about this. So cool. Please consider to add Aristocats in the next updates. I mean, you know, me and cats, I would absolutely love this. Okay, to be fair, nobody seems to be talking about the name changing feature. Everybody's just asking for stuff to be added in the next update. So, yeah, once again, that's exactly what I said. I don't think a lot of people really crazy excited about this particular feature, but people are excited. We're finally talking about next update. Okay, so there is the post I made on my wall 8 days ago. It got 2.6 thousand votes. So let's see what people actually would love to get improved and what causes them the most frustration in this game. And in my opinion, if developers are watching any content creators polls or videos on the features, suggestions and stuff like that, because most of the time, at least when I make a video, I usually don't just incorporate my opinion. I try to incorporate as many opinions that I hear from the entire community, and this is one of those situations. 2.6 thousand people voted on this, so it's a decent chunk of the player base of this game. So I feel like it should be really a good indication of what people actually want to see in the game. And we're not talking about the new stuff. This poll is specifically about the current features that we have that need the most improvement. And in my opinion, they should start tackling these things in their updates. They should start fixing or improving existing features before they start adding lots of new features. Or they can do both at the same time. That would be ideal scenario. So I'm not surprised about the results of this poll at all. I was absolutely confident that Scrooge Store is going to be #1 vote, and it's #1 vote by far. And you know what's the most surprising thing? There were so many questions about the star path in their poll, in their survey that they did recently. But if you look at this poll, so few people have problems with star path. Star path feels like one of the best and most polished experiences they have in this game. It's amazing. It's incredible. And for some reason, they're testing out new things, how to improve already great feature in the game, when there is so many other features that are completely broken and super frustrating to so many players. There was not a hint. There was not a hint about Scrooge Store in their poll. Nobody, they're not asking what would you like would you like some improvements in Scrooge Store? No, but the star path though, what if we add more tasks to the star path? I mean, once again, I'm not hating, like, it's great that they're working and adding new content to the star path and stuff, but like, there's just more pressing issues. Scrooge Store, in my opinion, absolutely needs some kind of a rework. I made many videos on it. I have a whole video where I ask people what do you think should be done to Scrooge Store to improve it, and we have a whole video on it. And if you haven't watched it, check it out. It's like about a week ago, and there was a lot of great ideas how to improve the Scrooge Store. #2 is decorating, and I have read through all 80 comments on this post, and the thing that is the worst, has the most complaints about in decorating, is #1 is item limit for Xbox, PlayStation, and especially Switch. 3,000 is just not enough. We had so many super cool Valley tours recently, and all of the people who have their full Valley decorated, they are sitting at the top of their limit. They're literally sitting at 6,000, so they cannot do anything. They cannot drop items. New items cannot spawn. I feel like 6,000 is like, it's pretty close to that ideal number that would satisfy pretty much everybody. First step, in my opinion, is they should bring everybody up to 6,000. They should just do it. They need to find a way to optimize the game. I'm gonna be honest, I think it's possible. I see so many other games that are so much better optimized, with so much more things going on in the game, so much bigger worlds that have no problems being optimized, and yet in Disney Dreamlight Valley, somehow they cannot let us place more than 3,000 items on a lot of consoles. That just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sure there are ways to optimize it for older devices, and I hope they prioritize it, because this is, for a lot of people, a decorating game. A lot of people love to decorate, but there is lots of issues with it. First of all, the item limit. The other thing in decorating that people would love to see improved: symmetry. Valley presets, which, not to toot my own horn, I think was initially my idea. I don't know if anybody came up with this idea before me, but I think it's a great idea. No matter who was first, it's a great idea. Placing things diagonally, putting things closer together, overlap a little bit, be a little bit more free with the way you position items in the world. The third thing is going to be Dream Snaps. And I'm not surprised. Dream Snaps is like, it feels so completely broken every single week. And I'm not just talking about people who get robbed. Well, people who score very low with pretty much objectively really good submissions. I don't yet. That is an issue, but that is like that comes with the territory. It's probably going to be really difficult to make to make the voting really fair. I'm sure it's possible, and I hope they do something about it. But like the things that I'm talking about are mostly like when you vote, there is still a lot of people who cannot even vote. Every time I do a voting video, there is people in the comments saying that the voting doesn't work on PlayStation, or some errors they get when voting. We get repeat images all the time. A lot of people have been getting those a lot lately. And I feel like just improving the voting, at least, will automatically improve the fairness of Dream Snaps themselves. There's also lots of issues when submitting Dream Snaps, mainly with the camera. The camera needs improvement. It's so limiting. You can have a beautiful image, but you cannot show it in the best possible light because of how limiting the camera mode is. Simple things like having like the characters glitching out, not doing their animations, not being able to sit for more than 2 seconds, and even Touch of Magic. Such a cool and incredible feature, getting absolutely destroyed by Dream Snaps, because I've seen so many people completely giving up on having anything Touch of Magic in their valley, at least on the outside, because it makes it impossible to do Dream Snap submissions. So there's lots of things they can improve in Dream Snaps, that's for sure. Number 4 is time bending. So from what I've been reading in the comments, the main issues about the time bending are, surprisingly, number 1, it feels like people complain about the orbs. The orbs just spawning all the time, and it's like one of the most annoying things because it looks out of place no matter what you do. Like, you cannot incorporate the orbs into your design because they keep respawning in different locations, and they just look so out of place. And sometimes they will spawn in the middle of your decoration where you can't even access it, and you just have to stare at it. And there's no way to remove them via vacuums or anything. Like, it's a very tedious process to remove an orb. You have to start time bending, and you have to get at least one item from inside the orb in order for it to disappear, just for it to come back a few hours later. So those orbs and all other obstacle spawns and all the random spawns are pretty annoying. Another problem I see with time bending is just inability to get certain parts, and which I completely agree with, especially the fragments. The way that they're done right now, some people still haven't seen certain fragments, even if they keep checking every day. Like, it shouldn't be random based, it should be always in the same order so people can estimate which day they're gonna get a specific fragment, so they can plan for it, and they can be guaranteed that they're gonna get it within, let's say, what is it, like 10 different fragments. Every 10 days, they're gonna know they're gonna have this fragment on a specific day. So yeah, those are the main things I would love to see addressed in the next update, and hopefully we're gonna get some quality of life improvements for these features. What do you think, guys? What quality of life feature are you looking for the most in update 9? And thank you so much for watching. Click the subscribe button, because as soon as we reach 30,000 subscribers, I'm gonna play a very, very, very fun game, which I want to play so much, but I can't, because it's only possible when we reach 30,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me out and make my wishes come true, please click that button. And huge thanks to everybody who supports this channel. You guys are absolutely incredible. I am looking forward to the new update. Hopefully it's going to bring lots of new content. I hope it's going to bring more interest to the game. It has been, it does feel now that like the interest is slowly fading for Disney Dreamlight Valley, at least on my channel. I feel like my views are going down and stuff, and it doesn't feel fun. I hope the next update brings some interest back. Thank you so much for watching. A wonderful day, and goodbye.